century Portuguese ship. So if you would all hold up your glass and look at the bottom there where it says, I think it's a brewery in the middle, on the right and left shows you what a carrack is. So it's a large 3 to 4 sail traveling vessel, essentially. If you're familiar with your history, Christopher Columbus came over on a carrack called the Santa Maria. So that's kind of how they replicated this one here. With this beer, again, we're looking at Imperial, so higher alcohol percentage. 10.2% on this one, so this is the highest of the night. I can tell already that the crowd has gotten a little more boisterous from the first as we started. So you see that drinking a 4-ounce pour is essentially like drinking a whole regular beer. So definitely watch yourself on these beers. With this one though, we're looking at 71 IBU, so it's going down a little bit. They use specific malts in this one to add to its sweetness, as well as a little brown sugar. So they use crystal malt. Crystal malt enhances the sweetness as well as adds kind of a toffee characteristic. The brown sugar also enhances some of the sweetness. One of the questions I've gotten so far tonight is, how do they get the alcohol content higher? So if you're familiar with the alcohol making process, yeast eats sugar and converts that into alcohol. So what you're looking at is when they add the additional sugar, that's how they're able to boost that alcohol content. So the ABV is much higher. Also, typically will have a little sweeter taste to it. The second characteristic that you'll catch a lot of is they use rye malts. So if you like rye bread, this is probably right up your alley. It's going to have that kind of spicy rye note to it, along with, again, the high alcohol content, the brown sugar, and as I said, 71 IBUs. So it's up there kind of like the pale, the double pale would be, but you don't get it as much because of the sweetness, so it's more well balanced than a typical IPA or something to that effect with the high IBUs. So hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
Of course.